After being misled all of your life by a stupid triangle, you decided to give the carnivore diet a try to regain your health, but it was harder than you thought giving up all the sugar and carbs, leading you to fail multiple times trying to just eat meat. But instead of staying down and cowering in the corner with a Twinkie in your mouth, you decided to get back up and come out swinging. That, dear viewer, makes you a warrior.
You warriors are good. Real good. The best.
Hey, gang, what is up? Welcome to the morning meeting. Starting a little later today. I went out and did some work this morning, so I wanted to start the stream just a touch later. Those of you watching the replay, glad you stopped by. We are ending the week, and thank goodness it's Friday, right? Man, I get to eat today. Yes, today, yesterday, fasting was a little bit rough. I ended up having 2 packets of Elements raw unflavored. I kept track. I drank 6 of these all day, had a ton of water, but later in the evening, I was working in here on some channel stuff, and I blew it. That's why I put it on the thumbnail. Not real bad, but I did eat a little something when I was supposed to be fasting. I just wanted a little snacky snack, and I ended up going in the refrigerator, and Cassie had bought some celery last week. I ended up taking 2 stalks of that celery, cut off the ends, and I brought it in here, and I munched on it. It takes me a while to eat celery with my dentures, but I ended up eating them while I was working in here, so not too bad. But that celery isn't carnivore, and it was definitely keto. So that was my big I blew it moment yesterday. That was about, I think, Cassie had already laid down, so that was probably about 10:30 at night. We played some Upwards last night. No winner yet because she was getting tired, so we just put a pause on the game. And so she laid down, and I came in here to do some stuff and had that celery. But celery's got like 1 stalk of celery's got like 1.5 carbs, maybe 2, but it's almost got the same amount of fiber. So it's almost net carbs. It's almost 0. So there's my big screw up. A couple stalks of celery. You're doing all right if that's the worst you're doing. And I enjoyed them. It's been a long time since I've had celery. Anyway, I want to hear from you guys. How you doing? Everything going good for y'all? If you're new to the stream, which most of you probably aren't, we get in here every weekday we have for the past couple months and just support each other. We love to hear about your victories. If you've messed up recently, it's good to talk about that. Throw it up in the chat, and I'll read all the comments, say hi to everybody here in a few minutes. And I'd also like to hear about any plans you have this weekend. You got any carnivore or ketovore plans that you'd like to share with everybody? I really dig that when we talk about that on Fridays, because it's fun to hear what everybody's got planned, because sometimes you get some ideas from it, so that's always cool. Okay, great. Yeah, Cassie, I want to say too, Cassie's last video, for those of you who saw Cassie's last video and commented, the comment section really, my gosh, just really did wonders for Cassie. It really did. So I want to thank all of you who, gave her the wonderful comments, encouraged her, and I just can't tell you what a difference it made. I could see it in her eyes. She lit up, and because she's been kind of down on herself, And I remember before she sat down to record that video, we said a little prayer, because she doesn't like really coming on and making a video where she seems bummed out. And she wanted to be, lively and cheery for you guys. And after we prayed and she sat down, and she started, and I think God helped her out with that one. So I want to thank all of you who commented and encouraged her. It meant the world to her and to me too. And I really appreciate that, you guys. So, Cassie's, she's encouraged so many people over the years that we've had our channel, and you guys always reciprocate when we need it. So thank you again. So anyway, to our hellos. Gidget goes carnivore. Hey, Gidget. What's up? Yeah, I don't know what I'm going to eat today. I'm not sure. All we have in the refrigerator that I could cook up is ground beef. And that's what I had my last eating days. I had meatballs. So, we do have some shabu I could cook up too. I forgot about that. So I could, that's probably what I'll have. Very cool. I just remembered that. So Cassie made a stop by Costco a few days ago, so I can cook that up. Oh, one more thing too before we get to our hellos. The video I put out about 4 or 5 days ago regarding if Charlie Kirk suffered or not. That video, I don't know, got about 5,000 views, mainly our subscribers. But today it started taking off in the morning. And it's like, if you look at you see the views on the graph, and then boom, all of a sudden they're starting to take off. So it's reaching a wider audience who aren't on the carnivore diet, gets picked up by the algorithm. And man, you get a lot of weirdos in the comments, when a video like that gets pushed out to a wider audience. So I blocked like 7 people just on that one video. So pretty crazy. There's a downside to a video going viral, that's for sure. I mean, I'm not saying it's going viral. I'm just saying it's getting pushed out to people not on the carnivore diet, people out of our niche. So there are a lot of weirdos out there. Trust me. All right, here we go. Carnivore Coach Edens. What's up, Edens? Hello. My thoughts for me is that when I do something and feel terrible about it, I blew it, I tend to repeat the pattern, like subconsciously, to do something bad, and then have to be punished, continued. Yeah. It's like a cycle, right? Yeah, I mean, I totally get that, and I've been through that. But, like if I had a cheeseburger last night, I mean, the thumbnail, I blew it. I don't want anybody to think that's clickbait. Just really not going to do clickbait on a live stream. But that's why I wanted to tell you guys right away in the beginning of the video, of the live, that what happened. But I was a little bummed that I put any calories in my body while I was fasting, But no big deal. Not many calories in celery either. In my case, reliving childhood patterns. Now I focus on, I messed up. I messed that up the best I can and move on. It's hard, but I notice I tend to blow it less and less. Awesome. Hey, V, what's up? Good morning. Good to see ya. Gidget, good morning, all. I have been caring for my dad through hospice, and he passed away Wednesday. I want to get back on track next week. Thank you for your channel and all the support from the community. Our condolences, Gidget. So sorry. So sorry. Yeah. I'll definitely be firing up a little prayer for you. That God comforts you, Man. Yeah, when I lost both my parents, it was so hard. So, Aaron, good morning. Gosh, you disappeared there for a second on my screen, Aaron. Good morning, bud. Mary, hey, what's up? Lisa, praying for you, Gidget. Right on, Kenny P. That's what she needs. Eden's, good morning. Hard to catch the lives, but I always catch the replays. Very cool. I appreciate that. And I hope you get something out of the replays. Eden's, Cassie was on here yesterday. And, after doing her video, and then I was like, you want to do the morning meeting too? She was like, absolutely. She just wanted to hang out with you guys. And, doing the video and then the live the following day really did a lot for her. So, very cool. Luz Diaz, longtime subscriber. What's up? Shellbell, good afternoon. Gidget, I just asked about you yesterday and praying for your girl. So sorry about your loss, hon. Sure happy to see you. Yeah, I second that. Sam, good morning, Larry and Carnivore Quest team. How did Cassie win Upwards and Boggle? No, she didn't. We never played Boggle, and we stopped our Upwards game halfway through. It's sitting on the kitchen table, ready to go. Yeah, and it's my turn. I'm actually in the lead right now, so yeah, that's a really cool game. Hey, John, what's up, Carnivore Quest family? Great morning, JD. What's up? Liz, good morning. I really blew it. My thoughtful niece mailed me a bag of my favorite candy yesterday, and since I couldn't corrupt hubby, I ate the entire bag myself. Why? Oh, Liz, because we're addicts, right? But that was thoughtful of your niece. She just, her intentions were good, right? I got to tell you, growing up, every Christmas we would have C's candy. For those of you on the West Coast, it's a box of chocolates, and I haven't had them in years, but they were my dad's favorites. But I got to tell you, Liz, if a relative, sent me a box of C's candy, it'd be really hard to say no. A lot of nostalgia, a lot of good memories, enjoying that with my dad. Another thing my dad liked is we used to watch TV. I remember watching the A-Team and Knight Rider. He didn't watch a whole lot of TV, but the shows I really liked, he would sit down and watch with me. And I remember sitting right next to him. He put newspaper over his lap, and we'd eat peanuts. Roasted peanuts. You break the shell, and it's a really good memory. We did that a lot. Ba, ba, ba. Hey, John, what's up? D, hey. The Moose, BB Moose, hey, everybody. Barbara, hey, Barbara, how are you today? I hope well. Good to see you. BB Moose, not sure if you guys have talked about this yet. I'm just joining, but it was so nice to see Cassie. She is such a beautiful soul. Yeah, very cool. She sure is, I actually, there were some hateful comments. Yeah, I'm all about free speech, but there were some comments that were brutal on her video, and not many, just a couple. But I thought about doing a video to address that, because she is just someone that doesn't deserve it. So many people. I mean, when we were younger, Cassie was kind of let's just put it this way. She has matured into such a good person. A lot to do with that. A lot of that has to do with the Lord Jesus Christ. But, when I first met Cassie, she was a single mom. Holly was 8 years old. And she was rough around the edges. Let's just put it like that. Cassie didn't think about other people before herself. She thought she was self-centered. We could put it that way. A sweetheart, but she was self-centered. But, we grew up. I watched her grow up, and now she would do anything for anybody. She thinks of herself last, and she doesn't deserve those mean comments, that people leave on her videos. She just doesn't deserve it, and I get angry. So really cool, BB Moose. Kenny, hey Larry and Carnivore Quest crew. I blew it too. More day ones lately than days in a row. Need some healing. Feeling consequences of bad decisions. Blood sugar has been has been out of whack for weeks despite what I do. It's so hard, Kenny, to get on track. Excuse me, guys. Believe it or not, my postnasal drip is getting better. Last night, I barely coughed at all, which was, I actually really got some good sleep. But yeah, Kenny, yeah, I mean, Cassie, I think right now she's on her day 8, something like that, but she was doing the same thing if you saw her video. Just day one after day one. And of course, I've done that too. So hang in there. Really glad you're here, Kenny. Mary, Larry, you probably burn more calories just chewing the celery. Yeah, it was a workout. There is no doubt about it. For sure. Gosh, I'll tell you though, it's probably been like, I don't know, 3 years since I've just taken a stalk of celery and eaten it. Probably maybe 4 years. John, I plan on doing some cleaning and taking a long bike ride on Saturday. Very cool, John. Weekend plans. Yeah, it's actually pretty warm here today in South Carolina. It's 86 out. Well, yeah, by 2 o'clock it's supposed to be 86 degrees, and I plan on working on it in the garage tomorrow, getting some of that done. It's supposed to be a little cooler. JD, putting in a French drain and grilling chicken for the crew. Awesome. I got to clean our charcoal grill. I told Cassie I would do that too. Hey, Terry. Good morning, Larry and Cassie and everyone. It's good to see you, Terry. Very cool. Cowgirl, Cassie's video and the live got me through another day one yesterday. She's the best. Awesome, Cowgirl. Very cool. Eden's. My hubby taking me to dinner, which sparked the idea for me to do a 2-minute vid on my channel how my family views me at a restaurant. It was fun. Okay. Very cool. Yeah, if you filmed in the restaurant, sometimes that could be a little weird, right? People looking at you. Whenever Cassie and I vlog in public, it's a little strange. But it was funny when we were really doing good and losing a bunch of weight. The thinner we got, the more confidence we had, Heck, you guys know I almost got in a fist fight vlogging at Publix. Guy grabbed my phone, grabbed my camera. Praying for you, Gidget. Awesome, Mary. JD, encouragement is why we are here. Yep. I get so much encouragement from you guys. Aaron had chicken wings last night, air fryer, Frank's hot sauce, and butter. Oh, yeah. That's how, when I make chicken wings, that's exactly how I do it, Aaron. And the hot sauce depends, sometimes I like Tapatio too, but I've used Frank's. But you take, anybody that doesn't know, you take your favorite hot sauce and you mix it with melted butter, and it's so delicious on chicken wings, and it's totally guilt-free. As long as you got clean hot sauce, which that's not hard to find. Yeah. Lance, what's up? Good day, Carnivore Quest crew. Good to see you, North Dakota Carnivore. Brent Honky Mayer, he definitely did not suffer. Charlie Kirk, right? No, here it goes. Uh-oh. The mic was still muted when I coughed. Oh my gosh. Sorry about that, guys. Gosh, when did I cough? Now man, I need to break out some dang cough drops. I'm telling you. Well, Brent, I made a comment on he definitely did not suffer. I don't know if I was muted or not, but gave me a lot of comfort and a lot of our viewers for sure. And Lance opening night, hockey team. Yeah, happy for you, Lance. Sorry about that, guys. Oh my gosh. All right, I'm unmuted. Amber, hey guys, I'm at work, so I'll just be listening in. My mom has her craniotom. I don't know if I can pronounce that. Craniotomy. Oh, stupid dentures. About 20 minutes. Please say a prayer. Love y'all. Hoping to put out a video Sunday. All right, yeah. Amber's got a YouTube channel. She puts out content that's inspiring, so you guys want to check her out. Hope everything goes well, Amber. BB Moose, thank you so much for making that video about Charlie Kirk, Larry. My husband was hesitant to watch, but after he did, he felt better as well. Ah, that's really cool. Very cool. Aaron, we are all in this together. We have all had the same struggles as Cassie. Yes, Aaron's another good YouTube channel, guys. Encouraging real people, just like Amber. So you want to check him out. John, tonight I'm making a keto version of an 80s public school cafeteria Sloppy Joe recipe. I eat it as a dip with pork rinds. Oh, really? Yeah, that's cool, John. That's really interesting. It's pretty clean, huh? Keto friendly? Awesome. Yeah, school lunches. I remember we used to call the pizza shingles with cheese on them. I remember getting to high school and being so excited because they had a la carte. I can buy 2 cheeseburgers and a fry, instead of just, the same lunch or being stuck with the same lunch, the school serving that day. They had a la carte. I was so excited for that. Wonder why. Sam, for my weekend, I'm planning to still eat my delicious meat bowl and put a dent in some apple cider vinegar I'm trying to finish as the acid is strong on my teeth. Also finish my hydrolyzed whey protein blow. Okay, you're killing me here, Sam. I can't read that. Gidget, I'll be praying for you. I'm so sorry, and I thank you for caring for your precious dad. That's from D. Yeah. Yep. Big thank you from Gidget. Brent's first meal off my 21-day fast will be your wife's chicken soup recipe. There you go. That's exactly how I broke it when I did. You're doing 21 days, huh? How far are you along right now, Brent? Yeah, if you do the 21 days, you definitely want to break that fast slow. Liquids only for the first couple days, because if by day 21 your digestive system is going to completely shut down and you got to reactivate it. And I know from experience, if you eat too fast, you'll get so sick, bro. So you'll get the worst nausea you've ever had in your life. It's horrible. So take it slow. Couple days, just drink the broth, from the chicken soup. And the second day, maybe an egg, scrambled egg, and go from there. But take it slow. And you'll find too, Brent, one of the most fascinating things I found from my 21-day fast was how cold you get. You're going to be freezing by about day 11, 12. You're going to be so cold because your digestive system actually generates heat that warms your body. And once it shuts down, man. So good luck. D, what's going on with the beef prices? I can't find chuck roast for less than $9.97 a pound. Yeah, the beef prices are crazy, man. You know, gas has gone down, but groceries have not. Ground beef and eggs to the rescue, right? I think the last chuck roast we got, I think it's about $8 a pound. Yes, me and my family would definitely watch that response video. Thanks, Sam. Kenny saw a very cool video by Jim Brewer. I really like Jim Brewer today about going through a hard time. Also a big fan of Zach Williams. He dropped several new videos this morning. Needed those blessings. Zach Williams, huh, Kenny? Okay, I'll have to check him out. For sure. Cheeto, the Magnificat. I dig it. Hi there. Hey, how you doing, Cheeto? Now I know for a fact I've never seen that name in this live chat. So good to see you. Glad you stopped by. I dig that. Hey, Shell Bell. Last night we ate pork steak and leftover Parmesan wings. Tonight I'm having tacos using ground turkey. Awesome, Shell Bell. Yeah, Cassie and I were talking about the wedding coming up. And, you know, I'm still dealing with loose stool. It really never goes away completely for me. You know, I'm not as bad as Cassie, but I told her, I said, man, maybe we should pick up some low-carb tortillas for right before the wedding. Kind of, you know, plug me up so I don't have to worry about messing up my suit, you know, when you can't trust a fart. Oh, and my suit is ready. I actually pick it up on Monday. Yeah, so I'm excited about that. But anyway, and then last night when I was in here working, I had that celery. I actually looked up. Because I've done videos on those tortillas before, but I had to re-educate myself. It's been a while on what's in them, so I've decided against that. You might as well eat normal tortillas if you're going to have those. That sounds delicious, Shelbella. JD, I have no food here this morning. I have to go to town hungry. Pray for me. Yes, I know that feeling, JD. It's like, and then for me, then I got to drive past all the fast food places, you know. And then when you're walking to the store, you see all the temptation, you know. Walking through the store hungry, for me, temptations are like cashews, sun chips and hummus. Oh my gosh. So I'll just avoid those aisles and go around by the vegetables and go back to the meat department, you know. But hang in there, JD. Be good. Yeah. Remember what E.T. said. Be good. BB Moose, the only thing that has been working for me is eating a ton of protein first. My only rule, if I want something off plan, I allow it, but I'm usually so full it's not possible. Okay. Always interesting to hear what works for different folks, you know. Terry, done a 72-hour water fast and went well. BG went from 102 to 72, but no weight loss or much ketones. I'll do a 5-day one next month. Yeah, you'll get your ketones up with a 5-dayer. Terry, for sure. I'm trying to get my mindset to do a fast as long as I can go along with spiritual fasts, which is a must. Yeah, well, I've said it before, that 21-day fast, I learned a lot about myself. Oh, yeah. Uh-oh, you're muted, Larry. Yeah, sorry about that, guys. All right. Uh, EH, I'm never notified when you're on. Well, you can check your YouTube notifications on our channel specifically, EH. That's a bummer, right? Glad you're here, though. Larry, you're not the only one that can't pronounce some of those words. Laugh out loud. Yeah. You know, if I'm alone and I take my time with a word, yeah, you can figure it out and then memorize it. Make my own apple cider vinegar. Okay, JD. Vicky, good morning and happy Friday. Glad to be here. What's up, Vicky? It's good to see you. Amber did a bunch of these. Has anybody heard from Alfie? No, I have not. And I am friends with him on Facebook. I need to message him. I thought about having him on the channel because he's 27 years old, which is a rarity in our space. And so hoping, he gets his weight off while he's young. Same with Sam. How can y'all live in the cold? I can't imagine those Chicago winters, and thankful for it not being in the bitter cold, living in the South. Yeah. Where do you live, Sam? What state do you live in? Yeah, I lived in Chicago for 12 years, and it was brutal. You get used to it, though. It's amazing, Main thing I hated was all the ice on your car. It was just a pain in the butt, shoveling your driveway. And there were some upsides to it, but no thank you. I wouldn't go back. Terry, I messaged him 2 days ago and haven't heard anything. Oh, wow. Yeah, I'll reach out to him, you guys. Uh, 172 days on my carnivorous lifestyle. Made mistakes, regrets, but I continue to accept responsibility, forgive myself, and move on. Yeah. Yeah, we've had our members live, and I've had the pleasure of chatting with Aaron face to face. Really good guy. Guys, definitely check out his channel. No, Amber, I asked about Alfie as well. Continue to pray for him. Yeah, I love our community. Alfie was here almost every day. Yeah. I just hope he didn't go back to sad and he's bummed out now. You know what I mean? He could be sick. My daughter, I talked to my daughter in Colorado last night, and she's under the weather. She's flying out for the wedding here in under 2 weeks. And I'm like, well, hopefully you're better by then. She will be, but she's like not good at all. Hey, Debbie, what's up? I've started to place pickup orders for my stores because the way I am, I'm not likely to grab crap from all the no-no aisles. Oh, okay, Debbie. Yeah, you just drive up and they bring it out to you, huh? Very cool. It's crazy. You guys remember back to COVID when that's the only way you could go get food for a while? Is pork steak a common item at the store? It is here, Aaron. Food Lion has it whenever you go in. Walmart. Cindy, I'm late but made it last weekend for camping. Closing up Sunday. So sad. Having pork steaks tonight. Oh, okay. We were just talking about pork steaks and a big cookout tomorrow. I will need strength not to eat everything laid out on the table. Yes, Cindy, the potato salad, the macaroni salad, yeah, the rolls. I get it. You hang tough, all right. Come Monday morning, we have the morning meeting. I want to hear that you did good. You filled up all the meats and you didn't have the garbage. Mikey, hey, better late than never. Hey, glad you're here, Mikey. Awesome. John, um, Lavadorita, low carb tortillas aren't too bad, but they still cause small sugar spikes, and they're no good for someone sensitive to wheat. My problem is, John, like if I could have one of those low carb, like the Mission low carb, tortillas, because it's like they have 17 grams of carbs and then they got like, 16 grams of fibers, the total carbs, or net carbs, they got one. My problem is I'll eat 3 or 4 of them. Make huge, like big burritos with them. That's my problem. I'll overdo it. If I could just stick to one, it probably wouldn't bother me that much, But Labandorita. Does anyone else suffer with bloating still? Not me, Terry. The only time I suffer with bloating is if I have one of those lattes from Starbucks or any coffee shop made with heavy cream. I get super bloated, and I suffer. But I still do it. I probably had them 7 or 8 times during this 100-day countdown, which is pathetic. But I always make an excuse. We did a morning meeting on that earlier this week. Excuses, Florida. Okay, cool, Sam. You're down there where it's real hot. Awesome. Mikey fell off, had ice cream back on today. It's good to hear. Good to hear, Mike. It's funny when Cassie and I were playing a board game last night, Upwards. She had this bowl and she brought it over and she set it down on the table. And I swear to you, it looked like ice cream. I said, I said, is that like keto ice cream? She said, no, it's silly. That's chicken breast. Just the way it was sitting in the bowl. And she had been marinating it for like a day and a half. And then she pounded it, flat. And just the way it looked, it was such a trip. It looked just like ice cream. So, yeah, I have fallen off with ice cream before, Mikey. And man, that sugar spike and then coming down off of it, I don't feel my best. So if you're not feeling that good, just give it a day, drink plenty of water. But back on today, that's good. Amber, Zach Williams is going to be here in Oklahoma City next month. He's my favorite worship artist, hoping to go see him. Larry, check out his songs Walk With You and No Other Slaves. I will, Amber. As a matter of fact, I'll take a little picture of your live chat right there. Let's see. Cool. As soon as I might go driving today some more, go work a little more, and I'll listen to him while I'm out and about, Amber. Very cool. See, I never even heard of Zach Williams. Aaron, Larry, I didn't force religion on anyone, but my daughter told me she wants to be confirmed. Before telling me, she had already reached out to the church, and she said she would pay me back. Well, very cool. Confirmed. Is that that's Catholic, right, Aaron? My mom, was saved after my sister passed, and Protestant church, Bible believing church. But then her husband was a Catholic when she married my stepdad, and so she transferred, or she converted to Catholicism. And I remember she had a bunch of classes she had to take, and there was a confirmation. So I believe that's what you're talking about, right? Well, there's one thing, Aaron. You got to guide your kids. Now, if I was having small children now, I would definitely raise them up, in a Bible-believing household. So that's awesome. Shelbo, we know he got hit with gout, and that's very painful. That's right, Shelbo. Yep. And when you're in pain and when you're miserable, sometimes you just say, F it. I'm going to have some pizza. It's happened to me before. So hopefully that's not what happened. But that combined with the fact that he hasn't been here in the morning meeting, yeah, there's a good chance. I forgot he had that gout. I told her no reason to pay me back. Amen. Yeah, we're shelling out some big money for this wedding, let me tell you. Cassie and I are officially broke again. I don't think we're ever going to be able to buy our own house, I'll tell you. Something always comes up. We only have one more child to get married, so after that. Oh. John, I grew up in New Jersey where it rarely got to zero. I moved 1,500 miles west and 200 miles further south to southwest Missouri, and now winter regularly hits minus 15 degrees. Oh my gosh. BB Moose, are you going to continue doing the lives even after the wedding? That is a great question, and I'm not sure. It depends on how much I'll be working, Depends on our financial situation. So, that's what it is. I just re-signed with Element. So we're signed. We have our sponsorship. Gosh, we've been with Element now for almost 3 years. And I have a contract with them through the end of the year, which really helps out, financially for the channel. It's part of our channel income. So we'll have to see after, January. But Element's been great, all through all my weight gain, all the struggles. They have never wavered for their support for us, So, but I don't know. To answer your question, I'm not sure, BB Moose. We'll see. If not, I'm definitely going to pick a few days, maybe on a Monday and Friday, start the week together and then finish the week together. Maybe something like that. Because I have noticed too, doing a live stream every single day on your channel changes the algorithm for the rest of your videos. I know a lot of you don't know kind of what I'm talking about, but I just don't know if it's super healthy for the channel as a whole, to be doing a live stream every single day. But I really don't care about that. But at the same time, I do, because I spend hours and hours and hours editing videos and, building this channel, this community. I've put tens of thousands of hours in. And I don't want to, mess it up. But it's just this 100-day countdown. This meeting's been so important to me, and I really enjoyed it. But I'm not sure. And I even thought about doing a week, like maybe in the evenings, doing the morning an evening meeting. So, because a lot of our subscribers, they're working right now, trying to mix it up. So I'm not sure. That was a whole lot of talking just to say I'm not sure, BB Moose. Debbie, during COVID, we lived off all the deer meat in the freezers. Carnivore. Okay, yeah, you were doing it when you didn't even know you were doing it. Shelbell, I haven't had any bloat during my journey until I started trying to add some veggies. Most are no-nos to my body. And now you know, Shelbell, right? Laura Spath says the same thing. That's the main reason she doesn't eat vegetables. Not that she thinks they're bad for her, they just bloat her real bad. Her tummy doesn't agree. Anyone else find egg life wraps taste weird? and have a weird texture? Yes. Yep, I do. Cassie likes them more than I do, the egg life wraps. Hey, Atomic, what's up? Good to see you. I hope everyone is well. I can't hear. Guess I'll be going for a hearing aid in the future. Have a great weekend, everybody. Peace and love. Oh, it was when I was muted and he bailed out. Sorry, Atomic. John, Mission tortillas are the worst. Huge sugar spikes, almost as bad as regular tortillas. I only eat one burrito size, and I usually as a cheesesteak, like a cheesesteak wrap. Awesome. Hey, Petty, what's up? Good to see you. Hey, everyone, my internet is off and on today. I met Cassie here yesterday. She's a lovely lady. Wow, was that your first time, hanging out with Cassie on a live? Very cool, Penny. Yeah, she's wonderful. And she cares about her community deeply. So, very cool. Chocolate-covered cashews are my downfall every time. Oh, JD, I'm telling you, anything with cashews. Chocolate-covered, honey glazed, salt and pepper. They even have some jalapeno ones that are really good. Oh. Vicky, I use a Quip Prime protein drink once a day. I drink 1 cup of hot water with 1 scoop of the powder. I like the peanut butter, sweetened with stevia. The drink helps with bloating. Check it out. That's one thing I have never tried is the proteins, powders. I'm going to take a picture of that one too, Vicky. I'm going to look that up. You guys are awesome. Yes, Catholic. Okay. Sam, any culture shock from someone who lived in the Southwest and Midwest moving to the South? I love Southern hospitality, culture, and charm. Yeah, growing up in California, I really wasn't that. I was down in the LA area till I was 10. Then I moved to the desert. And then Chicago. When I moved to Chicago, I was 27, met Cassie. And the biggest difference I found was when I moved down south. People are so much nicer down here in general. I remember when Cassie and I first moved here, I was at a Redbox, the kiosks where you rent movies. And it was in front of a CVS. And a guy just said, "Hey, how you doing today?" And we just started. We moved down. We'd only been down here a couple weeks, and I talked to the guy for like 20 minutes, and shook his hand. Said, "Hey, have a good day." That would never happen in the Chicago area, And huge difference. I love it down here in the South compared to up north. Out west, I couldn't live in California again. I could probably do Arizona, but I'll never go back to California. Maybe Northern California. But the states run so badly, I mean, everything's so expensive. You can't live there. I know probably everybody I grew up with has moved out of California. It's just unaffordable unless you're rich. You're either rich or you're homeless. There is no middle class. It's tough. John, I'm the exact opposite. When I'm in pain, I lean further towards clean carnivore to eliminate anything that could be causing inflammation. Well, that's really good, John, that, you kind of don't have that baby attitude like me. Because sometimes I can just be like, ugh. Now, sometimes I do take your approach. That's good. You're like that all the time, though. Terry, I've noticed, Shelbo says, Terry, I've noticed sometimes I would get heartburn when I drink water after a fast, but no bloating, though. You guys are talking amongst yourselves. Amber, I think a live once a week check-in would be good. Yeah. Or like I said, like Monday and Fridays, I'm going to figure it out, you guys. I'm definitely not going to abandon you. I've thoroughly enjoyed this morning meeting. I look forward to it. It's just a matter of money. I mean, I gotta work, so, and I do not like door dashing at night because I can't see. My night vision has gotten so bad in the last 3 years. It's crazy. V. Osborne, I'm planning on being in Greenville in March 2026. I would love to meet you and Cassie face to face. All right, V. Yeah, let us know when you're going to be around. Maybe we can meet up for lunch. Yep. Our last meetup we did was 2 years ago. Man, we had such a good time. We had people travel from all over the country. It was really nice. We had about 60 people there. Carnivore Kip even came up. Intentional Carnivore, and I just met so many wonderful people there. That was very cool. Terry, time to take my mom for her drive. You have a great weekend, y'all. See you next week. All right, Terry. Shellbell's got some insights. Split the live meetings up. Morning live on Monday, then Wednesday evening. I don't think this 5-day lives are good for you as far as your personal life because you have a life. Then somewhere add a members live. Yeah, we'll definitely figure it out. Hey, Connie, how are you? Really good to see you. I don't know if you caught Cassie yesterday. She did live. Speaking of our meeting, Connie was there at our meetup a few years ago. My sweet daughter is flying in from LA as we speak to look for a home here in South Carolina. So that is our plan for the weekend, touring homes. Say a prayer for us, right? You find a good deal. All right, Connie. It's good to see you, my sweet friend. Connie's good people. John, egg life wraps are weird as wraps, but great sliced up and uses pasta substitute. I use them in ground beef stroganoff. Oh my gosh. That right there, that's why I love this morning meeting. Thanks so much, John. Boom. I've taken 3 pictures of the comments. That's such a great idea, man. Awesome. I have to do a video about that. You know the dogmatic idiots. Oh, that's not carnivore, bastard. I'll blame you, John. I'll blame you in the video. Sam, nice to know you like the South, and interesting that you like Northern California and Arizona. Any other states in the West you like? Yeah, I love the Nevada Sierras. That's part of California too, but I love Seattle. Seattle is the most beautiful place I have ever been. Now, I think I've heard people say that Hawaii is even prettier. I've never been to Hawaii, but Seattle is gorgeous. And I like rainy weather, so I would do well up there. But the culture up there, again, it's not a very well-run state. And me and my mom actually, before we moved to Nevada, we were trying to figure out where we were going to live after my sister's murder, and we were raising the kids. We flew up to Seattle for a week, rented a car, and we looked around, see what the employment was like, and it's very expensive up there. So, but it is beautiful. John, I thought my night vision was horrible. Turns out my headlights were aimed too high. No, my night vision is bad, and I can tell the difference just from a few years ago, because 3 years ago I do most of my DoorDash delivering at night, and I tried it a little while ago. Man, I can't see the addresses on houses, and it sucks. I'm fine driving at night. It's just you gotta you got to use your eyes a little more when you're door dashing. Kelly, I'm back on track. Brutal. Well, that's good to hear, Kelly. But it is brutal sometimes, right? You're on track, but you still want that bad food. Hey, King Neptune, what's up? Hello, my people. Come on, let's get at it, guys. Yeah, for sure. Good to see you. Kenny, the meetings help even though I don't make them as often. I haven't been very accountable to myself. Seeing everyone else go through the same stuff is reassuring that it can still be done. Yeah, I hope to inspire you, Kenny, by the end of the year. I hope to be looking a lot different. I appreciate that. I'm glad you enjoy the meetings. Muffy Becoming, what is up? Hey, Lair. Hey, Carnivore Quest family. What's up, Muffy? It's your first time being in a meeting here? Awesome to see you. Michelle Bell, if any of you are not on their Facebook community page, you should be there. There's a lot of support. I'm not a Facebook person, really do, but I check in there every day, and we post what we're eating and so on. Yeah, I just saw what you were eating, one of your posts earlier this morning, Shelbell. Yeah, if you guys want to look up our Facebook community, it's free. Of course, it's private, but it's Carnivore Quest Community. Look that up. There's a couple of questions you got to answer, and we'll let you right in. JD, I can't do Facebook. I get it. But if you ever do, JD, look us up. Olympic Peninsula, Washington is way nicer than Seattle. Okay. Yeah. Now, when I say Seattle, I'm talking about just that entire northwestern area. You know what I mean, JD? John, I'm Ketovore. Also, Keto Chow cream and mushroom soup flavor makes a great base for stroganoff sauce. Just add a stick of butter and some water, then season to taste with some Worcestershire sauce and sour cream. All right. Amber, I don't drive at night, especially with these new LED headlights coming at you. It's brutal. Yeah, I don't mind driving at night. It's just door dashing at night. It's brutal. Muffy, no, I'm not new. This is my new channel. Oh, okay. Well, very cool. Muffy Becoming. I'll have to look that up. I'll be able to remember that one. Kelly, Utah is gorgeous, especially the clear blue skies. It's not Californicated yet. Right? Yeah, people flee California because of, they run the state horribly, but then they vote the same way to the new place they go. So hopefully Utah stays good. BB Moose, are there any other platforms we can all meet on? No, not really. We're on Instagram too, but I don't put any live streams out to any other. I thought about, you know what I thought about doing, guys? Putting videos out on Rumble. Because you can talk about anything you want on Rumble without the fear of getting in trouble. Like on YouTube, you got to be careful what you say. And on Rumble, you can say whatever you want. It's the free speech version of YouTube. And like when we released Cassie's video yesterday, I would just upload that to Rumble too. So I might start doing that. So, all right, guys. Well, we have gone 1 hour, and I really appreciate you stopping by, hanging out with me today. And I'm sorry about that little section where I muted the mic. Oh, hey, Jiffy, Rumble's the best. Yeah, there are a couple influencers I watch on Rumble because their stuff's it's too extreme for YouTube, and it's not really that extreme. They just, speak their mind. So I'm definitely gonna fire that up, and of course I'll let you guys know when I do start uploading our stuff to Rumble too, so you guys could check it out over there. but that means you'd have to watch it on Rumble and YouTube. Have Rumble going on your phone and YouTube going on your TV, right? To watch our videos. No, I'm kidding. Let's get ready to rumble. All right, guys. I love y'all and have a great weekend. And you just never know. I might pop up and do a live, but I'm definitely working on a video right now. So you just never know. Sometimes it's kind of cool for me to just chill on the weekend and get some stuff done around here. But I will definitely see you Monday morning, 11:30 or 12 p.m. You know, you'll see once I make it live. It'll be in there. It depends on what I'm doing that day. But that's the day I'm excited. I'm picking up my suit for the wedding. So I will definitely see you Monday morning, and y'all be good out there. And remember, no sugar, no carbs, and no cheating. Later, guys.